When it comes to Canadian food, we've got your back with flavors like lemon pepper, beer batter, campfire barbecue, lemon pepper dill, garlic butter and chives, and crispy Cajun. We've got a mix for every meal. Whether you're serving East Coast shrimp, West Coast salmon, succulent walleye, chicken wings, or veggies, we've got you covered. Coat your food in outdoor flavors. Available online or at these fine retailers.
Honoring past achievements as we step into the future. Elevate, innovate, reimagine. Make the best better. That's what we do. Radically redefined, the NRX Plus is the culmination of our obsessive drive to forge the most advanced fishing tools on the planet.
Well, Mike, we've got quite the crowd.
Yes, Scottie. I guess it's draft day.
Do you think that's what the buzz is? Do you think it's all about draft day?
Well, we're giving out these too.
Yeah, we've got our Shimano draw. This
giving
will
out
be
some of
the final Shimano draw. We're giving out the symmetry combos from Shimano. So big shout out to Shimano for setting us up huge with some of the prizes that we're able to offload to some very deserving CFNers.
We got 3 Shimano combos to give away because we have the week 4 draw, plus we have the bonus Shimano draw. So we got 3 combos to give away today. So again, thank you, Shimano. And these are nice.
We have enough?
If we don't have enough, then it's coming out of one of our pockets, Scottie, just like all the shipping costs.
Douglas, buddy, every time we see you come on here, you are dealing with things that we just don't understand or could possibly comprehend. But there are now 3 polar bears this time in front of the town. I'd like to think it's because of the walruses you're harvesting, the successful harvest you have. There's probably blood within the harbor, and that might be attracting them.
I'm beside one polar bear right now.
Yes, but I'm declawed and I'm neutered. So
Douglas, I do have a question for you. I'm not sure if it's the black bear or the brown bear where you're supposed to like be big and make a lot of noise. So for a polar bear, is it like run, be quiet, or is it try to outpower them and be big? If you could tell us what the answer, what would you do, Scott?
Oh, the bear?
Yeah.
I'd just say bon appetit. Bon appetit, but that have at her. I'm not going to be able to outrun you, and I'm certainly not going to be able to beat you up. So, is salt and pepper with that?
One meme I saw is, say me and you are in front of a bear, Scottie, I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun Scottie.
Well, that's what I said. I've been working in the gas industry all these years, and when I go to homeowners who, they got a sense of humor. And they always say, well, when do I know when things go wrong? When you see us all starting to run towards the curb, that's your cue. Just make sure you're not the last guy. That's it, 100%.
As long as you're not the last guy, you're good.
Absolutely. Tuck your head and kiss. Yeah, good, exactly, Bill, 100%. Play dead. I can do that. Absolutely. So yeah, this is an inaugural thing for us. It's a big step up. Obviously, COVID has relinquished a bit of a firm grip that it's had in the last little while. I'm double vaccinated myself. Mike, I'm sure you're probably pretty close as well. Mm-hmm. So, it's starting to look like our CFN community is finding ways to get back together. And this CFN FishOFF did that in a huge way And now with this draft, we're going into uncharted waters, and we have 3 incredible captains that are going to be representing CFN and the CFN FishOFF in a huge way. And on top of that, they're going to be drafting their team that thinks they're going to take it all.
I know.
They've got it envisioned that they're going to take it all with this team.
We were backstage with the 3 captains, and some of them have some notes. I know some of them have been private messaging other people and say, hey, are you interested in being part of my team? And on the Facebook page itself, people are posting, hey, this is why you should pick me, because I have a kayak, or I have a canoe, or I'm going to fish every single day, or over the last 7 days, I've caught 7 different species. So people are, putting out their self-propaganda.
I was going to say, do you think there's been any communication between the captains and the potential draftees?
If I were a captain, and I would definitely message people and say, hey, what do you think? Would you be willing to be on my team? I would do it. Would you do it?
100%. I would. This is like Big Brother or any of those other reality shows. You want to make sure who's on your team, who's on your side.
Yeah.
So that you can win it all. But needless to say, it's going to be really interesting. Really looking forward to what it could potentially look like. Because as I say, it's something that we have never done here at CFN. And we're looking forward. We're just trying to get rid of something off the screen that just popped up. Anyway, big shout out to, and I know we have an itinerary that we're going to be following, but a big shout out, Mike. Reason Mike and I got together, we took some time off today to get all of our prize packs together for all of our provincial winners. So for the better part of the last 4 hours, we've been putting prize packs together, and I think I might have a picture of what they look like. So this is what the provincial packs include. And I think the best part about the pack are the cups that have been donated by True North Baits. And you see them up there in the top. These are very much like Yeti. Yeti, in fact, they're probably the same properties as Yeti and just as good as Yeti. But they are I forget what the name it is, but Frig something.
These are heavy, man.
Oh yeah, Big Frig. The Big Frig is what it is.
And look at this.
And so they're pretty sweet. Each team member of the provincial winners will be receiving this, as well as an incredible prize pack, courtesy of our sponsors, Big Ugly Boys Baits. We've also got C4 Lures in there. MFS, as you can see, and River Reaper. Big shout out to Corey San, who I met up with today and managed to grab his prize pack. Not to mention, last but not least, Chuck D and Bait and Bite Me, as well as North Shore Tackle. And I tell you, it's quite a prize pack. You're going to get some stickers along with it, but it was not easy to put all this stuff together, as you can imagine. But next Tuesday, I will be taking next Tuesday off to get it all mailed. So be patient, but it's on its way.
So these mugs, these ones are the mugs that just say CFN, but yours, what does theirs say, Scottie?
Well, I had a picture here. I'm hoping I'll be able to share it, but theirs included. No, I don't have it, unfortunately. Did I get it as a background, maybe?
So one of the reasons why it took long is because we couldn't just put them all together.
Well,
we needed to make sure that yours had the provincial champion on it, with your matching CFN sticker. So you'll get our CFN provincial sticker along with a customized champion mug.
So yes, so big shout out to True North, who met me today in Pickering to deliver these mugs. And as I said, the prize packs we put together, Mike and I, this afternoon, and they are all ready for mail. So it's going to be quite something. As I said, can't thank our sponsors enough for all of their dedication and hard work. There is definitely going to be some left over for the CFN retreat, and potentially some CFN fish-offs in the future. Wink, nudge, nudge.
Now, we do want to shout out Camp Macintosh. So instead of getting that prize pack, the Ontario winners will get a trip to Camp Macintosh and a mug and some stickers. So thank you, Camp Macintosh. And then our Saskatchewan team, instead of getting that prize pack, we do have 2 prize packs to give away from you. Thank you to Skunked Fishing and SFC because they have a special Saskatchewan prize pack for whoever won the Saskatchewan province.
And I believe Skunk Fishing is going to be on with us next Tuesday.
Yep. So join us next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because we have some other draws too. So join us next Tuesday for some more CFN FishOFF draws. But let's go to topic number 1, Scottie.
Topic number 1. Okay, let's get to the banners, and there it is. Topic number 1.
So we just did that, actually. We did the provincial
Fantastic.
prize packs. We were on the ball.
Absolutely. So we go to 2 then?
Yeah. So thank you to all the provincial prize packs winners. You'll get a message from me just to confirm your address, and it'll be shipped to one member, and you'll be responsible to give it to your other member. So I have your address when you signed up. I'll just confirm your address, and then like Scottie said, next Tuesday we'll be shipping them out. So expect them in a couple weeks.
And please, I see enough of you on. Please verify your addresses exactly as they are to be written, so that they end up where they're supposed to go. If there's anything that we cannot afford, is to send it twice. So we have one chance to send it. We will send it with the address that you give to us that is supposed to be written as is on the tag that we give to Canada Post. And as I said, hopefully it gets there and everything is okay. But if it's because the address is wrong, there's just one chance. We can't afford to send it multiple times. So please make sure to verify with Mike that it's right, so that we get it there and you get your proper award. All right, top 3 teams.
Top 3 teams. Thank you to everyone that sent their reviews and told us, hey, please double check this and that. The judges went through everything, so we are pleased to announce. And let me just share my screen here. The top 3 teams for the 2021 CFN FishOFF. Oh man, it's going to be exciting, Scottie.
What's cool about this too is something that Mike didn't know about. I'm going to basically throw it out here now, and a big shout out to the Landry family, who stepped up in a huge way. But the coolest part about this is the top 3 teams are going to get a gift certificate of the store of their choice to do a shopping spree, to have a shopping spree. So top team's going to get a $300 gift certificate. Second place team is going to get a $200. And our third place team is going to get a $100 gift certificate, and it's going to be of the store of their choice. And we're really hoping, fingers crossed, that it is a mom and pop type shop, because that is the coolest part about it, that we're able to give back to our community in a huge way.
So just waiting for my screen to load, but if you want to go to cfnfishoff.com, it is right there. And let us go to our top 3 teams. So in third place from British Columbia with 57 points and 18 very unique species, because, Scottie, let me read some of these. Yellow eye rockfish, lingcod, starry flounder, Pacific staghorn sculpin, snake prickleback. Have you caught any of these before?
The yellow eye I've caught, but not much of the rest of that list. And congratulations. What an effort that is. But again, for our captains, is that a team that you're going to want to
I look at them. They're salivating. Yeah, I can see them in the background.
Absolutely. Because those are some unique species that, holy Hannah.
Yep.
How can you turn that down?
So they only caught 18 species, but they got 57 points. And if you look at the real deal,
but I bet you there's at least 17 species that nobody in the FishOFF caught.
Yeah. Because the real deal has 33 species, but they only had 52 points. And they had 18 species and 57 points. So,
wow.
So Team Left Coast from British Columbia, congratulations for coming third in the CFN 2021 FishOFF. That brings us to a crowd favorite, because there are a lot of people are rooting for these guys to be number 1 this year and dethrone our previous champions. So from Ontario, with a whopping 30 species.
Oh, wow.
30 species fishing with ginger. So Ben and Jesse, congratulations. Second place with a total of 61 points.
And really, Mike, what was so cool about this team is they literally came out of nowhere. And as I said, Jess, good on you, man. Band respect for some of the posts that you've been making, as well as all of our participants. about how positive an experience this was. It was perfect timing, and I'll tell you, it threaded the needle for what is become a very strong foundation that Mike and the rest of the judges and myself have built. And through you participants, we can't thank you enough, because that kind of effort, holy smokes, man.
That is insane. 30 species. I know one of our captains from season 1, Mark Beeler, was part of season 1, and Red and I were able to edge out Mark Beeler on the very last day, and we only caught 22 species in 6 weeks. And Fishing with Ginger caught 30 species in 4 weeks. So very impressive.
Absolutely. Right on.
And now our number 1 team, you know what's interesting about our number 1 team? They caught 56 species, but they went on a charter in the last week.
Yeah.
And if you subtract all their fish that they caught on the charter, they still win.
Yep.
They have over 80 points without the charter, but with the charter, they have 121 points and 56 species. So there is no doubt, hands down, 3-time champions, the team drag pullers with 56 species and 121 points.
And how I can't thank these lads enough. They have set the bar very high. They have basically been the example that we use for all of our participants that are upcoming, how you're supposed to do your videos, how you're supposed to conduct yourself. They are basically the benchmark of what it is that we want to see as a FishOFF participant. So to Mitch and Brandon, big shout out to you. I know Mike and I put a little bit of an extra prize pack together for you. Just to say thanks, dudes, because I'll tell you, it has been incredible. How many years now? They've been
3 years.
3 friggin' years.
Yeah,
that is something else to be able to do that.
Like, to knocking them down would be hard. Like, they have 82 points without the charter and 121 points with the charter. It's like, what are you gonna do? It takes time, research, energy, expertise, skill.
And you know what? I want to thank Brandon and Mitch when it comes to that issue with the charter. I want to say thank you, because what you did, you exposed to us a shortcoming in some of the rules that we have. And Mike and I and the rest of the judges are going to take the time for next year to make sure that, if it is close, that someone doesn't go and book a charter on, say, the last day and knock it out of the park with, 6 species. So we're entertaining the idea of, if you are going to pay for a charter, that you're only going to be able to target a couple species, maybe 3 species within that trip. That way we keep it fair. Because as I said, to Mitch and Brandon, I can't thank you guys enough, because they basically exposed a loophole that something Mike and I and the rest of the judges perhaps maybe never considered.
Yeah, usually it was, the teams at the bottom that needed the extra help, like a guide or a charter.
Yeah.
We never had a team at the top, but regardless, they have 82 points without it. So they cleaned house with or without it. So congratulations to Team Drag Pullers.
Yeah, no, I think as I said, it's a learning process, and we want to make it as great an experience for you participants as possible. And when we see stuff like that, as much as, I applaud their efforts on doing that, because we don't want to take money out of the pockets of, the charter captains and the guides at this stage during COVID. They need the influx of money worse than ever. So we want to make sure that we're making everybody happy and allowing everybody to get a little bit of scratch. And I think it's a great experience for our participants to be able to get on some of these guides and charters, to be able to hone in their skills when it comes to targeting a certain species of fish. And I think what is also awesome is it perhaps maybe opens up the door for coarse fish type charters and guides, right? Who targets crappie, right? Who targets pumpkin seed? You're going out for bass, you're going out for salmon, you're going out for walleye. All of a sudden now there's a market for folks that know where, these pumpkin seed and these rare species of fish are. So I don't know. I think it's interesting to see where this is all going to go. Yeah,
we definitely want to continue to support our sponsors and provide that opportunity for, father-son who are just getting into fishing to get some expertise. And if they book a guide or a charter during the FishOFF and they're supporting a sponsor, that's something we didn't want to eliminate from the tournament. But there's definitely some tweaking we need to do so that it doesn't take away from the tournament, but it only adds to the tournament.
Absolutely.
All right, so congratulations to the third, second, and our 3-time champions, Team Drag Pullers. And that brings us to our next topic, which is the Shimano draw.
So this is the bonus Shimano draw?
Yeah, so all you had to do is show a Shimano product on the screen within your submission video.
Oh, yes.
And as long as you showed your Shimano product, that gave you a ballot. And I'm just going to go ahead and get that ready. But we have one Shimano combo, and I'll get Scottie to show you what that looks like while I get the draw ready.
So, as I said, these are, I would say, a great pair put together. It is the Symmetry combo. I can't say enough about the lightweight design of this combo. In fact, Mike and I are even going to get the pleasure of trying these out because we're giving them all to you guys. But you're going to basically let us know how well you like them. But I'll tell you, based on what I see, this is going to be, a light action rod that is going to make medium-sized fish seem like tanks. So I'm looking forward to hearing some feedback on this from you CFN fish offers, because as I say, Mike and I don't even get a chance to try it. So it's on you.
Yeah, so here's the thing. The reason why we did first, second, and third is because you automatically, if you're in third place, so the team from BC, team left coast, you automatically get 2 Shimano combos. Fishing with Ginger, Ben, and Jesse, you automatically get 2 combos, and Brandon and Mitch, you automatically get 2 combos. So if those first 3 teams show up on this next draw, you wouldn't be getting a third combo. We want to make sure to spread the wealth.
And I would say, based on some of the comments that we're seeing there, yes, definitely a perch rod. I would definitely say it would be a great walleye rod. As Rocky, I think, mentioned, he landed a carp on it. I don't know if I would be targeting carp with this, but hey, if you can land one, it says a lot about the quality of craftsmanship you're going to be getting. So that's awesome.
All right, so let's put that wheel up, Scottie.
All right. Where can you purchase it, Richard? Great question. I know Pro J's has a bunch. I believe BJ Tackle also does. They're all more out this way. I don't know about out where you are in Arnprior, but when you're coming through in the CFN retreat, you might want to stop at BJ or Pro J's and pick one up, because I know they're loaded. Steve Shaw might even mention it to you, that they've got a whack of CFN stuff.
Let's get a number between 5 and 10, and then we will shuffle it all up. A number between 5 and 10, we'll shuffle it all up, and we will see who will get the combo. Now, this is one combo for one angler.
Holy smokes. Did you see that? That's the first time I've ever seen that.
What is it?
Like 6 numbers popped up at once. Bill Landry was first with number 3.
3. I'm going to shuffle it 3 times. There we go. And remember, this is not a team combo. This is one combo for one angler on your team, because we have the extra combo that was donated by someone who won in the past. And they said, let's put it back into the community. And Steve Lapointe. Lapointe or Lapointe? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Congratulations to Steve.
And who was it that donated their rod back?
I have to look it up. I think it was Rocky.
Rocky Ellison did that?
I think so. From memory. It's been a while back because it was week 2. And he said, you know what? I got enough rods. Why don't you put it back into the pool for some other person to win it? So thank you. If it was Rocky, thank you. If it wasn't Rocky, I'm sorry if I don't have your name off the top of my head.
Right on.
So congratulations. Rocky said it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. I wonder who it was.
I can't remember. But it was a team that said, let's bring it back to the community. So
Steve Lapointe, congratulations on winning what I think is going to be a pretty kick-arse combo. So good on you.
Remember, we got 2 more to give away.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay.
Alrighty.
But first, before we give away the next 2, our next topic is review number 4. So what's our review number 4, Scottie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Banners up here. Review number 4. Oh, wow. Okay.
I think
top 25.
it
TV
is
draw.
the CFN draft. Oh my!
So we're doing that first before we do the Shimano?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do this draft time.
Now, I just want to, right here, right now, I want to ask all of our CFNers that are watching that if you don't get drafted, please don't go away. Because I see the number going from 55 viewers to nothing as soon as they find out they're not drafted. So hopefully that's not what happens.
We are going to go through the draft. Let me just share my screen again, Scotty.
Okay.
Let me. Basically, if you're in the top 25 teams, you are eligible to be drafted unless you tell us that you're not available to do so. And let me just go to the scoreboard right here. So you can share that now, Scotty. So we have from team number, the Saskatchewan YouTube Brothers in team.
Just wondering if you can make it bigger.
No, that's it. I want it like that? Yeah.
Then you can read it. There you go.
So we got the Saskatchewan YouTube Brothers tied for 25th place. And look at this. The Back Road Adventures. You know who that is?
That's Sally and Barrett.
Yeah, they're in the draft.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They made it in the draft?
They're in the draft.
Holy smokes. Good for you guys.
So anyone from Saskatchewan YouTube Brothers all the way to Team Drag Pullers. There is some amazing anglers in this draft.
Congratulations to Barry and Sally. I had no idea. That was fantastic. I know they did well. They had a great time.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were in the top 25. Fantastic.
Yeah, just made it. So with that, let us call on our three captains.
Alrighty, let's bring them in. I don't envy these guys. I'll tell you. I do not envy these guys. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you have got yourselves an uphill climb. I know the three of you have been watching with bated breath on how this was all going to play out in the end, who was going to be your picks. I'm sure there's been a little background conversation going on with some of the potential picks that you'd be making, but at the end of the day, it is D-Day, and it is the time to step on the podium and make your draft picks, which I think is so cool that we're doing it like this year. I'm just glad it's you three and not this guy. I'm not gonna lie.
So first round is you get to pick a family member within your province. So that is the first round, a family member within your province. Scotty, who do you want to hear from first?
Let's go as far west as we possibly can. So let's talk to the one and only Jared Littlejohn. How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing really well.
Fantastic. Listen, it's great to see you back here in the FishOFF in a big way. I honestly, without the other two hearing this, and maybe they could plug theirs, I can't think of a better captain to pick for the CFN FishOFF. But in all fairness, I couldn't have picked any three better choices than what we have here. But Jared, your family was very much a part of last year's FishOFF. We love the fact that it was all about family fishing, which is something that we really try to push here with CFN. And the CFN FishOFF, I can't imagine the show you're going to be putting on again this year.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Right on.
Yeah.
So Jared, out of all your family members, who are you picking as your official teammate?
Well, I don't have many here in Alberta. They're all in Ontario, so it's going to be pretty easy for me. I'm going to pick Caden.
Caden?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we got the father-son combo.
I kind of figured that's how it was going to go, to be quite honest with you. I know Caden, a.k.a. Sladen,
Yes.
does very, very well. He's got his own YouTube channel. And as I said, when it comes to a savvy angler, I'd like to say he kicked my butt.
Oh, I fished with Caden, and he kicked all our butts. My butt, Jared's butt, Ken's butt. He was always the first one to catch a fish, and it was always the biggest fish.
All right. Well, there
Don't
you go.
know why.
I'm never fishing with Caden.
You know why this pick is actually really important? Because as teammates, they get to choose whether or not they're going to fish together or fish apart. So it'll be interesting. How much fishing will Caden do apart, Derek?
Well, we'll have to see. Who knows?
We're sandbagging already. We haven't even started. Holy smokes.
Amazing. So Caden Littlejohn, #1 draft pick for Team Alberta. All right.
All right, let's go next. Bill Landry, and I can only imagine who his co-captain is going to be. Bill, thanks so much for joining us and doing what you did for the top 3 competitors that won our CFN FishOFF. That is a big, I don't know, warm, fuzzy feeling inside that you handed to our top 3 teams and the entire Landry family. We thank you so much. But please unveil who is going to be your co-captain.
You would think this would be an easy one, but it's not. I got 2 daughters, 2 sons, multiple cousins in the CFN. And, you know, I got to go with my son, Dalton. He's the one that got me in, and he lives at home, and he's right here with me every day. So I got to go with Dalton, but I tell you what, this wasn't an easy pick.
So right now, out in Saskatchewan, the entire Landry family is like flipping over furniture, they're throwing stuff at their computer. Congratulations, Dalton, and really, at the end of the day, Bill, again, just like Caden, can't think of a better co-captain. Dalton has caught some big fish, and I really hope for your team that trend continues.
We're hoping so, but the heat out here is terrible. It's got to rain or cool off or something.
Well, and the forest fires. I mean, let's just quickly talk about that. Jared and you, Bill, are probably affected more than we are out here because outside of a bit of a haze around the sun, we don't see what you fellows see. How bad is it out there?
We hit 100 today, 40 out of control, and the closest one to my house would be about 50 kilometers north of me.
Yeah, wow.
And last reports we got last night, that fire was at around 50, 60 hectares and coming south. Wow. But it'll hit the end of the bush line, and it'll never come south of the bush line. So we're safe.
Let's hope not. Well, that's good to hear. But for everybody who is suffering from those forest fires and having to deal with them, and of course those who are fighting them, I can't thank you guys enough. Our thoughts are with you because yes, we are. It's bad, Mike. Out there, it is bad.
I wish I could pick my computer up and show you. I could, because you can barely see the other side of the river from the house here in town. It's that smoky.
Oh wow! So even though it's 50 kilometers away, the smoke is hitting you still.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it's like sitting beside a campfire, really.
Yeah.
It smells. It's hard to breathe. Lots of people are having breathing issues.
Wow. Well, you know what? Stay safe, you and Dalton, and whoever your team members are. As I said, that's the main thing is staying safe, and hopefully it doesn't progress too much further, and we're able to get a handle on this. Mark, we are lucky. We've got lots of rain. Our timber is very wet and damp. We don't have the same issues that our Western teams are going to have. But we're all on the same playing field when it comes to who we're going to pick, who's going to be our co-captains and team members. And I don't envy your choice either from where you are. But who have you chosen as your co-captain?
Erica.
Hey! Well, you know what? We just saved the marriage. The CFN just said, if nothing else, we just saved the marriage tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I wonder who's
that's a
going to catch
no-brainer.
more fish, Mark, you or Erica?
Well, I hope she does. Yeah, this is a team effort. This is going to be a team effort. I'm going to need a team for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you've got a great co-captain in Erica, and in our first year, our inaugural CFN FishOFF, you guys set the stage for what has become an incredible show. As I said, we have been lucky enough to sit back and watch it grow because of the efforts of you and Red and Erica, and of course Kevin and Brandon. I mean, the efforts that you guys put forth, and you set the bar very high for going forward. And we started with what, 6 teams?
Yeah.
Mark, I think
550 participants this year.
We brought all the actual anglers out of the woods. That's what happened. They all looked at us and went, "We can do a lot better than that." And look at them, and they're just killing it out there. It's just amazing. I love it. I'm blown away at how big this has gotten, and the species count, the points. It's just, it's wild. I love it.
Right on. Well, it's great to see a female angler involved as well, because we certainly want to share the love, and it's a stage for our average angler, our weekend warriors. The CFN FishOFF aired on WFN, and of course the Sportsman channel. And it's great to see a good demographic from not only our Western participants, but also male and female anglers as well. So that's awesome.
For anyone who hasn't seen the YouTube show, Mark and Erica were on season 1. Jared and Bill were on season 3. So just go to Canadian Fishing Network on YouTube, and you can watch why these gentlemen were selected as our captains. And now this is going to be epic. What we're going to do now is we're going to share the draft wheel.
That's good.
Here we go.
On the draft wheel, there's 3 names. We are going to see who gets the first round draft pick. After each angler gets 1 draft pick, we'll go to the second round, and we will have all 3 names again. So then we'll spin the wheel again for the second round, and then there's going to be a third round, because we know there might be some anglers that, for whatever reason, have to drop out or they can't participate. So each of our captains are going to pick 2 backup anglers, and just in case any of their people can't be participants, those will be our backup anglers. So there's going to be 4 names for each captain drawn today. So make sure to stay till the end. And then we also have our draw at the very end as well. So let's spin the wheel, Scotty.
Okay, here we go. These are 3 individuals. I'm so glad I'm not right now.
The first round draft.
I almost don't want to go first.
Goes to
Whoa!
Mr. Bill Landry.
Smoky Bill Landry.
All right, Bill. Who are you drafting in the first round? What province and what angler?
Okay, I'm going to take a real chance here. And, wow. Ontario, Mitch.
Take a real chance.
I'm writing it down.
You know what that reminds me of? You know that game they used to play to find out who
I don't want to lose my second pick, Mark.
first. But, like what Bill has done with that pick is you just grab the bat and just right on top. Like there's no chance for any of that. So, wow.
Why do you call that a chance, Bill?
Because my second pick was actually my first pick, and we've been in contact. We have so much lined up, and when I told him how things are going, he actually told me to pick Mitch first. Nobody's gonna want him, and I am absolutely dying here if I lose this guy.
Yeah, because you don't know, he might get picked by someone else.
He very well could.
That is a chance you are taking.
Ooh,
what's his name?
Yeah, you bet.
What's his name, Bill?
I can't remember right now, Mark. I mean, if I could, I would tell you. I swear.
That would really mess up your plans, Bill. Wow.
It would destroy me. It would. I would cry in a puddle right here, right now.
Wow.
Wow.
So a bittersweet choice, but Mitch,
I almost didn't want to be first.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Mitch is a great choice. He's put on a great show the last 3 years with Brandon. I think you have got yourself a definite winner there. And to me, it was kind of a no-brainer. But I understand where Bill's coming from.
Yeah.
I understand that there's been conversation in behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, he went with his gut, and I think your gut picked a very good competitor.
Well, and Mitch and I are also friends, right? Mitch has come and spent a week fishing with me, and I had almost felt obligated to draft him.
Mm-hmm. Totally understand. That's like 30 species right there, Bill.
We're hoping, unless he breaks a leg or something. Keep Mark away from him if we can. I don't want him to accidentally trip.
All right, let's go there.
All right, who's picking next?
Draft pick number 2.
based on that first choice, I'm sure neither one of these two want to be the next one to pick, and it looks as if it's going to be Mark.
All right, Mark.
You're up, buddy. Now, this is tough for Mark, and I know Mark needs a little bit of time, so I'm going to fill in the gaps here, but it's tough because he is already from Ontario.
Yeah.
So he already has those species, for the most part, covered with him and Erica.
Yeah.
So now he's got to look at a province, right? He's got to look at nationwide. Does he go to the saltwater of BC or the Maritimes? Or does he go north? Does he go, sort of in the middle somewhere of Saskatchewan? Yeah. Maybe he pulls somebody right out of Saskatchewan or Alberta that perhaps Jared and Bill were thinking of. I'm not trying to make it any worse for Mark, but I think I just did.
Yeah, like I would be thinking, okay, I know what Bill can catch. I know what Jared can catch. Am I going to pick someone from those two provinces so they get that 4-point fish instead of Jared or instead of Bill? Or am I going to go all the way to the coast? So, Mark, what's it going to be?
Yeah, we're going to go out to the West Coast. It was between 3 people, and I'm still taking a stab at which one of them is going to be my best choice, but I'm going to go with Brad Torrey.
Brad Torrey.
Wow.
That is a big choice.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And,
Third place team.
I don't see Bill crying.
Not yet, buddy. Not yet.
So I don't. But this was a tough choice because, like I said, I had 3 of them that I wanted to pick from, and this is almost like shooting a dart. But I know I have to go out west. I have to go out that far. Hopefully Brad can pull through for me, and
yep.
We'll see where this goes.
Submission videos, and if you look at the scoreboard, like I read off at the beginning there's fish there that no one else caught. So that is definitely a good choice, Mark.
I hope so.
Right. Well, now we're moving on to Jared.
Go on, Jared.
Jared has the pick, and from where he is, I don't know. Does he look to Ontario? Does he look even further than Ontario? Does he go the other way and pick? Is it with Brad's partner?
Yeah, there's 2 more BC guys available.
I don't know, man. This is a tough one. So, Jared, it's on you, baby. You know what to do.
Oh, geez, those other guys picked some good ones. I'm going to go with Troy Richardson from Team Left Coast. Yeah.
Oh,
now that's out of left field. That's a great choice, but that's out of left. Wow, good for you, Jared. That's a great choice.
So that means Team Left Coast. They're on 2 separate teams.
That's wow.
We just split them
one of mine, Jared.
I know.
Good choice.
I knew you guys were going to go after those ones. But.
Yeah.
I know. I want to see some heckling. But those 2 are probably going to heckle each other, I'm sure.
I think they're going to go out together at some point. And
Mark, they're gonna knock each other out and keep the points limited down so we can come in.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a good point, Bill. That is a really good point. All right. So round 1 is done. Brad Torrey from Team Left Field or Left Coast. Troy from Team Left Coast. And Mitch Zanelli from Team Drag Pullers. That is our round 1 recap.
Wow. That's buddy. I'm excited just with the first round picks.
We can have a fish-off there.
Well, even the co-captains.
Yeah.
The co-captains alone, that's going to be a great show. But with these, holy smokes, man. This is the elite. Holy.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. And remember, everyone watching, we do have round number 3, who will be backup anglers, just in case any of these anglers who are selected in the first 2 rounds cannot fill their obligations. So, first round draft pick. In round, Bill, you're hoping your name pops up, aren't you?
It didn't.
It's me.
Wow. Good.
All right, Jared.
Congratulations, Jared. Now you're on the hot seat again, my friend. You went west. Do we go east?
Oh.
I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with yeah. I got two of mine here. Just gotta pick one.
What province are you thinking of, Jared?
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
I'm gonna go with whatever. I'm gonna go with Jesse Whalen.
Good choice, man.
Wow.
Jesse is a good choice.
Wow.
He killed
Good
it.
pick, Jared. Good pick.
I honestly, yes. And I totally second that, Jared. That team literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Jesse was definitely at the forefront. It's certainly, I was amazed at what he was able to do. His teammate as well, but Jesse just seemed to dial into a whole whack of species that I never imagined him having the ability to target. And as I said, great choice, fantastic choice.
I think Jesse's watching. I saw him. I know Mitch is watching too. Yep, Jesse, right there.
Yep.
Let's highlight this is what Jesse says. Damn!
blew me away, Jesse. Well, you know what? Your performance blew us away. And as I said, you gave the drag pullers a run for their money, and the rest of the teams, because literally, as I said, you were the dark horse, came out of nowhere and targeted a whole whack of species. And as I said, that's a great accomplishment, and I second it. They're a good choice.
It's a rematch now, Jesse and Mitch.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Very interesting. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Oh, Bill. Oh man, Bill, don't get a like.
Yeah, if this doesn't land on Bill,
Breathe, Bill. All right, next goes.
No way. Stop.
Well, Bill, you pulled it out of the fire yet again, my friend.
I got them. I got the ones I wanted.
I have a feeling I know who you're going to go with here, and it makes total sense. But please, unveil who your next choice is.
Douglas Aguk from Nunavut.
Nice.
Wow. I kind of
10 species, untouchable. Unless somebody's going to Nunavut.
Listen, and the number of sculpins that he caught, it certainly, I will say that it was a big takeaway for a lot of those who just viewed, who may not have participated, but they just said, you had a guy in Nunavut that was like ice fishing? I don't understand. Well, it's all hard water up there, and he's the first angler that has ever participated through the hard water in the CFN FishOFF. And not only did he participate, he hit it out of the park with some species that I've never even heard of. So as I said,
And the ice is gone.
And I kind of knew you were going to go with that only because, and to be honest with you, we had to talk him into participating. And the fact that he's here now, again, great choice. I kind of knew you were going there with that, Bill, but I think you got a winner there. That's fantastic.
Awesome, Bill.
Really good.
Thank you.
He was on my list too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my.
I can't. I was so scared pitching. I wanted Mitch and I wanted Doug. And Doug said, he said, you know what? You're not going to lose me. Nobody's going to pick me. And I was like, oh, you're so wrong, buddy. And he told me to go with Mitch first, so we didn't lose Mitch.
Yeah.
I'm just stoked he's going to be on it. That's awesome.
So, Jared, Doug was on your list?
What's that?
Doug was on your list, Jared?
He was on my list, but yeah, I'm just stoked he's going to be in it and we get to watch him. It's going to be awesome.
Amen.
Mark, was Doug on your list too? He's looking at his list.
You had a lot of names there.
I know.
Yeah. That nod would, yes, absolutely.
You gotta flash us your list, Mark. Show the crowd your list. Like, look at this research, everybody.
I'm getting rained on here. Can you guys hear that?
I hear something. Yes. Oh wow! Holy smokes, that is a lot of work.
All right, you got the last pick, Mark. You got Ontario covered. You got BC covered. What are you gonna go next?
So we're gonna go.
Oh, Bill, I think you had Mark's. I think Mark was looking at Doug as well.
I was looking at Doug. But I've been tossing around a few others here, and I think I'm going to go out to Alberta.
Yep.
So if I got the West Coast covered, I know Alberta's pretty darn close to the West Coast, but it's not the West Coast. There are different species there.
Bunch of trout that you don't have.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go with and another female, Deborah Anderson.
Wow.
Well, there goes one of my alternates.
Wow. Good choice, Mark. Good choice. Yes, Deborah did fantastic. Oh, great choice. Great choice.
So
getting females.
I did how I did mine. I wanted to find out how many species beyond what I can catch here do these other teams or participants offer me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to say I think I got my 2.
Oh,
well,
I don't think Ben Oliver agreed, right?
Ben Oliver
would have been her partner.
Okay.
All the same, Deborah Anderson. We'll get another female involved in this, and
Good pick.
And we're gonna see where we're gonna go with this.
And you've made somebody's night, Mark. Deborah, she's crying. I
hope it's a good cry, Deborah.
Yeah.
You don't.
Maybe after 2 weeks, who knows?
You weren't hoping to be on, one of the other teams. That would be horrible.
All right.
Wow.
That is a good draft. Yeah.
Now the alternates. It'll be interesting to see where our alternates were, because at the end of the day, I would assume that all of the draftees are going to participate. It is only a 2-week competition, but for whatever reason, if something happens in their life, because life does happen, and somebody pulls out, now these captains have to be strategic on who fills in. Are they someone from the area that they have chosen, or is it something totally different?
Yeah, because we know, even in previous fish-offs, last minute, something that they didn't know was going to happen, force someone to come out of the fish-off. So we just wanted to make sure to have some backups. But before we go to round 3, Bill, you got your 2. Jared, did you get your number 1 too?
Yes.
And Mark, you got your number 1 too?
Yeah, my first choice, I was throwing darts, but I did, yeah.
Oh, so that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, that worked out well. All right. So in terms of our alternates, you'll have 2 picks each, and you can actually overlap. So Mark, you might pick the same people as Bill. Jared, you might pick the same people as Mark. There are overlaps because there are just alternates. Mark, you never had a first pick yet. So who are your 2 alternates, Mark?
I'm going with Craig Ainsworth.
Oh, good choice.
From
That was
BC?
one of mine too.
Yeah.
From BC. He's one of the ones that like I said, I was throwing darts.
Yep.
I did a eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing with, that was tough. He reached out to me too, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Craig, for reaching out to me. And if anything goes wrong with the other 2, then I think I can count on him.
And your second choice, Mark?
Dustin Boyd from Berta.
Dustin?
From the Berta. I think he agreed. I didn't check.
Okay. I'll double check for you, Mark, and we'll troubleshoot if needed.
All right.
All right. Jared, your 2.
One of them was Craig Ainsworth.
Craig as well. Okay, I'll write that down.
And Nick Pulchowski.
Oh my! He caught that wolffish on the kayak.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, did you guys see that? Oh my!
I know.
Yeah.
Nick would be an amazing choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jesse and Nick, can't go wrong with either of those guys.
All right, Bill, you're up, my friend. I get a feeling that you might be coming this way with your alternates.
Okay, I got Sean McLaughlin.
Yep.
And Sarah Jinkerson, both of which I spoke to and are willing to compete in case something happens.
That is awesome. And you know what? Big shout out to Sean for finishing the fish off with everything that went on with his partner, and felt bad for the whole situation because at the end of the day, there was nothing really done maliciously. Unfortunately, it was just unethical and against CFN FishOFF rules. But Sean decided to carry on and did a fantastic job, and my hat's off to him. But also, just the same, because they absolutely hit it out of the park this year. Bouncy Bottoms with Trisha and Sarah was by far their best year to date, and their efforts, I think, I really appreciate, Bill, you recognizing those efforts and picking Sarah, because she did a fantastic job.
Had Mitch got stolen on me, Sarah was drafted.
That would be a good draft pick, for sure. All right, before we let you guys go, I know you have some people to communicate with, as well as, and you can put that ticker up, Scotty, as well as some planning to do. Everyone who got drafted today, and a lot of you are watching, we do have a meeting tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll send out a Zoom link to you all. We'll have a conference call just to go over all the rules, all the differences between the online FishOFF and the TV show, and everything you need to know, because we're filming at the end of the month. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, to everyone drafted. That is Erica, Caden, Dalton, Brad, Troy, Mitch, Deborah, Jesse, and Douglas. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Doug, we did her.
Before we let you go,
But we still got to do the.
Yeah, we do have the final draw, so stick around for the final draw. But I want to ask each captain a message to the other teams. Bill, we'll start with you. Message to the other teams.
Oh, mad respect, guys. Let's go out and have some fun, and hopefully not get burnt up in the process. But COVID, I don't know how your restrictions are there. Ours is free and clear. We're lifted, so it's on.
It's
on.
Yeah, it's pretty much lifted here. Not quite, but I figure at the end of this month, she will be. The only thing that scares me, though, if people are watching the news, is what's going on overseas. We're seeing countries like England and some of the other countries that have been hit very hard in the past are getting hit again. So we're hoping it stays over there. I don't wish harm to anybody, but as long as it doesn't come here and affect our Canadians as it has already, because I tell you, a fourth wave is certainly not something that we're looking forward to. But in the meantime, we'll be able to get this done, sealed, and delivered before COVID even has a chance to ruin it. So that's the best.
I heard COVID can't swim, so just go out fishing.
Yes.
It must not be able to, because we're all still kicking.
That's true. Yeah.
It's on. It's on.
No comments.
Mark, message to the other teams.
Oh, same thing there, Bill.
Oh,
mad respect for you guys. Have fun. Play safe. And fish on.
Amen. Well
Fish
said.
on. That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. And you, Jared?
I'll keep it simple.
I'm just, super excited to watch these teams. These are awesome teams that were picked. You know, I've spent hours the last few days watching all these submission videos and stuff. So it's going to be a time and a half. So, like the other captain said, let's go out, let's have fun, make some good TV, and check out some awesome fish.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Right on.
This is going to be epic.
It is.
It's going to be epic.
It is. And you know what? It wasn't necessarily our plan to carry forward next year with this format, but based on how it's unfolding, I don't know. We're going to have to take a serious think about that, eh?
We'll have to think about it for sure.
Yeah, because this is fun. This is a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. And we'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock with everyone else drafted. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Absolutely. You got through the hardest bit of CFN Live I've ever had to deal with, and they did it with flying colors. Great captains, great choices. As I said, a lot of stuff was recognized tonight. A lot of accolades to our teams, even our backup anglers. That kind of recognition, I think, is awesome. That the participants are actually seeing what's going on in the tournament, and they're recognizing, what things that our anglers face, some of the adversity and what have you. And also the great stories. Like, as I said, Fishing with Ginger was a great story this year. Bouncy Bottoms, another great story this year. So anyway, we were blessed to have a very successful FishOFF Mike and I, we were able to sit back and really enjoy this year. It was a bit of work. We did have some ups and downs, but our judges
delayed it. Remember,
we had to. We had no choice. So we were just lucky that it was. We're lucky that it happened. Like, honestly, I didn't think this was going to happen. If truth be known, let's be straight up front and transparent. I didn't think it was going to happen. I really didn't. And the fact that it did, and the outcome of it, all I can say is thank you to all of you guys. It's just amazing.
So to thank you, we do have our Week 4 Shimano Symmetry draw. And the reason why I like this draw is because every team that submitted a fish, you have at least one ballot in the draw. Our number 1 team, the drag pullers, they have the most ballots because they caught the most species. But even if you caught a single perch or a single bluegill or a single bullhead, you have at least one ballot in the draw. Scotty, guess how many ballots are on this final Week 4 draw?
Well, based on just the number of entries, I'm going to say it's got to be upwards of close to 1,000.
Very close. It's 998 ballots on the draw. 998 ballots this draw, because so many of you caught so many species. Every single species is a ballot, and there's 998 ballots on the draw. It doesn't fit on the wheel. So if you could share my screen, Scotty, this is what we're going to do. If you go to our Shimano draws on our website, if you scroll down to the bottom of this post, you'll see here's our Week 1 ballots, which was a ton. Here's our Week 2 ballots. Here's our Week 3 ballots, but that doesn't compare to, look, our Week 3 ballots was a lot.
Holy.
This is our Week 4 ballot. That should actually say Week 4. It's a typo, but it is every single species. And right here we have #DadWin. They have 6 ballots because they caught 6 species. 2 guys and a worm, they got 4 ballots. And look at 613 River Reapers. Look at all their ballots. Accessible Angling is there with 2 ballots. Alberta Gold Girls. So every ballot has a number. And if we scroll down, I'm only in the hundreds right now. 200.
This goes to 900.
Look at Fishing with Ginger. Look how many ballots he has. Fishing with Ginger. And we scroll all the way down. And we're still in the 500s now. We have the Ontario Fanatics with a whole bunch of ballots, Peg City Anglers with a whole bunch of ballots, Pike Patrol with 2 ballots. Now we're in the 600s. Let's get to the 700s.
Holy smokes, man.
Team Smash. Wow, look at these Team Smash. They're filling up this board right here. We have the Chrome Chasers, one of our sponsors, the Drag Pullers. Look, I'll just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. That's how many ballots the Team Drag Pullers have.
Holy smokes.
But let's go down all the way to the bottom with, we have Team Tight Lines rounding out the 900s. 998, 1 ballot with the Women's Fishing
Network. I love that. The Women's Fishing Network.
Yeah.
Right on.
Now, remember, the top 3 teams, if it lands on you, you can't win twice. So that's Fishing with Ginger, Team Left Coast, and the Drag Pullers. If it does land on your ballots, then we will spin again since you've already won 2 combos. But we are giving away 2 Shimano combos.
Yeah, baby.
Like this.
Yeah, they are the Symmetry combo, courtesy of Shimano. I'll get it right side up instead of right side down. And they are mint. They're as I said, they'll be great for any walleye, panfish, bass. I would say would be great for finesse. It's a nice combo. It's sleek, and as I said, Mike and I are going to wait to hear your reviews on how good they are because you're the only ones that are going to get them.
All right, so this is how we're doing it because there's no wheel that can hold 998 combos. So if you share my screen, Scotty.
Which one? This one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on Google right now. I'm just going to type in random number generator.
Okay.
Numbers 1 to 998.
Yep.
And I'm going to press generate. Can I get a number between 1 and 10? If we can get a number between 1 and 10.
And that's how many times you're going to
I'm going to generate it that many times.
Let's see if we can make that a little bigger so people can see it. No, fortunately not.
Okay. So 4 is the first one. So we're going to generate number 1, number 2, number 3.
Oh, they're all
and
high nose.
This is our winners. Numbers 797.
797.
Let me take a screenshot of that.
Okay.
797.
So the 797th ballot is
Yep.
going to be the winner.
And I will just have to.
And that is a
share.
team winner, right? So there's 2. Wow. Good.
797. And let's see who it is. 797.
797. Okay. Let's share the screen.
797. I'm at the 900s.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Team Mastercasters.
Wow.
From Quebec. That is Alexi and his brother.
No way.
Yeah.
Right on.
Alexi
Good show.
and Xavier. So Alexi and Xavier, congratulations. You have won some Shimano combos.
Fantastic. Well, buddy, hit it out of the park yet again, man. To our judges, I can't thank you guys enough. We have some really cool things courtesy of True North Baits that Mike's going to be handing to you. Not to mention, you still have your Dynamite Plastics pack to go through and divvy it up. I know Dallas already has his share of it. But there's
Hey, we have some. We're not finished, because we have some draws to give away next week.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, because one of our pre-tournament draws were the Alberta Seamen, but they didn't enter a fish. And in order to win a pre-tournament draw, you have to at least enter 1 fish. So we're going to redraw our pre-tournament draw number 1, and then we do have some other prizes as well because we have some amazing people. Amir, remember Amir?
Yeah.
He wanted to give away a kid's prize. So we have Amir. We're going to do his draw. So we have some other draws to do. So the fish off is not over.
So
Plus we have
a treat.
yeah.
There's a part treat.
Plus we have the tournament, going on for the TV show. So join us next Tuesday for some more draws. And thank you to our sponsors.
Yep.
Provincial prize packs. These are in them. And judges, you'll get one too. So thank you, everybody.
Right on. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you on next Monday, I guess. We were hoping
Next Monday and Tuesday.
We were hoping to have Cameron Tate on this Thursday for another Cooking with CFN, but he is going to be coming on next Thursday. And, of course, Monday is with Yvonne and the Lyme disease crew. They're going to tell us all about ticks and how we can protect ourselves on Monday. And, of course, we will have our featured guests, Lawrence, Jim, and Jay. Hopefully we'll be back from what has probably been a tough week with the loss of his the family's grandpa, and of course his good friends. So our thoughts are with Jay and his family, and we're looking forward to seeing him back next Monday.
It's dinner time, Scotty.
Yeah, baby. Let's eat.